but I won't worry about that now. Because I think that's actually pretty much all I needed to do to get the data threads to communicate using queues, right? It was a fairly simple replacement. The slightly less simple thing will be the next thing. This the make panels actually thread safe thing is going to be a little bit like a bit more involved actually. So let's so in order to do stuff with that, is there any groundwork that I have to put in? Like, is there anything I have to do first before I just start like switching it over? Uh, I guess no. I guess I can kind of just like start at the top. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be really weird. Cause yeah, I need a new definition of like read. Yeah, I need like a new definition of like read panel messages or something like that. And then I need to read panel messages before I do like anything else, any of the other panel things. Right, so like what is it that we ever read from the panel? Yeah, because like it's just that the only thing that we really need to keep the only reason we need to keep the panel up to date is that like variables will change, and like sometimes the panel needs to know what those what the panel needs to know like what are the value of those variables. And oh, this is really awkward because like I think like the I think the way that we'll want to set that up is basically just like just always send those messages. Like even though the panel only needs to know about them relatively rarely, like because like the panel doesn't get used that often. Like sometimes it gets used a lot, but like sometimes it doesn't even get used that often. And so like the we're we're gonna be sending these messages a lot, and then that like oh, that's gross. So like hypothetically there could be like hundreds of messages like stacked up, and like so when we hit the create event button, like first it goes through and it reads like hundreds of messages. Like that's weird. What? No. No, I'm not. I'm no. That's not. No, that's not legit. I'm just gonna. Yeah, no, because that's dumb. Because like the time that you're hitting the button, you're like, it like you never have to hit the button and then continue to use the panel. So like, any situation where previously we would check things before hitting the oh man, I might just want to not have the panel be made with tkinter anymore. Because like having the panel made with tkinter is a problem, kind of. Like there's so many things that I can't do with tkinter. Um, or that are just awkward. I know I don't really want to use it as like the ultimate solution, anyways, because I don't think it looks very nice. So I don't know. Maybe I could pull the switch now. Just because the project is in still kind of like a kind of a messy state. I'm hesitant to like introduce like weird new factors that can like that could like further disrupt things. But so like the other oh, you can style tkinter to look nicer. That's all right. Well, that's good to know. The other thing that the other thing that the other thing with tkinter that I don't super care for is that you can't with tkinter, as far as I can tell, you can't do anything on its like loop. Like you know like so like tkinter I have on like this other thread, and it it like has like its own main loop, but like it's like its own main loop like is like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it except that like it just dynamic. Like I can't feel. I feel like, well, like, so like what I would want to do, if anything, is like handle these messages like if I was gonna send messages to the panel thread, like I'd like to handle them as they arrive, but I can't really do that because like tkinter can't do things unless it's like responding to like user input. So I don't know. Uh, thank you for this, Pheasant. Um, yeah, like the thing that I wanted to, the first thing I realized or the first time I realized that I couldn't do something with tkinter, I just wanted to put in like a character count. I just wanted to, and actually I think maybe I could do this, but it'd be like obnoxiously like weird and like I don't like you can I don't know. I basically just wanted it to be like every time I typed a thing, it would like just keep track of how many characters were in that thing that it typed, which is not hard to do, but like I don't know. All right. So, I mean, like for now, I could just be doing like the not completely like the slightly janky thing that I've been doing all along, which is just like just operate as if tkinter wasn't going to crash and hope that it doesn't crash. Because like it hasn't yet, right? It's like the only time I think that it would actually crash is if I got like really precisely bad timing. Um, yeah. I went the other way instead. If dog, then I made it so that I so like I made it so that so this is like the text box that I wanted the character count on, and so what I did is instead of like caring about the character count, I just made it so that I didn't have to care about the character count. So like if I want to, I have this button here where I can click it and it'll like tell me the character count. But it'll also it also is kind of subtle, probably hard to notice, but it inserted like this vertical bar here, and this vertical bar is like the separator. It actually like so at one point this button literally just gave me a character count, but I made it so that like it didn't just give me the character count because what it says here now, if you can see, is 138, 70. What it actually did is it counted the characters. It stopped at the 140th character because that's like the character limit for Twitter, and it counted backwards from the 140th character to find like the cleanest divider. Like if this was the end of the sentence right here, it would actually, if I recalculated it, it would actually break at the end of the sentence instead. Oh, that's funny. Huh? I thought it would use the end of the sentence, but maybe not. Actually, why isn't it using the end of the sentence? It's supposed to be that if you, huh? Well, I don't know why that's not working, but yeah, I just made it so that yeah, it wasn't, I wasn't doing it like I wanted it to, and so like this button is actually entirely optional now. Like I don't even have to hit that button because if I hit the buttons that I would be hitting in the usual situation, it does basically the same thing. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Right. What was the thing that like I kind of wanted to get messaged to this thread? Oh, well, for one thing, like all this stuff that shows up here, like I'm not doing that in like a legit manner. I'm that's I'm doing like kind of sketchy stuff to get that to show up. I don't know. Um, yeah, because this is like data that comes in. Oh no, so I guess yeah, maybe I'll just continue to do like sketchy stuff with tkinter for now, and like maybe I'll evaluate like a better solution later, or like just a solution where like I can actually do the things that I want to do. Which I like tkinter is probably fine for like what it does, but like, um, yeah. All right, so that's a slightly easier task. I'll rename it. So make a. This is actually something that I do want to do at some point. I'll put it. So I'll put it on my list of things to do. But I uh, I don't know, like make panel actually thread safe. Yeah, no. So for now, I'll just I won't even like make a task for it. I need to touch up a bunch of this stuff. Oh, gross. Wait, do I? Oh yeah, no, super gross. Cause like now there are all these like fact author and like there are a bunch of these values here. I mean, maybe it's not gonna be so bad, but like this list that I put together with like that special like section that's like weird and like bleh, I think I have to make that a lot bigger. Hopefully it won't be that much bigger, but like I do have to make it bigger. Ugh. All right, so let's look at all of our global statements again. I still don't have to do the PEV whatever's because like the PEV. Oh wait, do I? PEV text? No, apparently. Wait. Yeah, no. Do I? I could. Yeah, no, because I update PEV texts. Well. Wait, where am I doing? I must be doing like global PEV text. Yeah. Not there. Not there. No, what the heck? Oh, I guess I'm not doing it yet, but I am using PEV text in the data thread, I think. I must be. Yeah. So, wait, I'm just deleting it? No, I'm deleting it and then I'm setting it, right? Wait, what? Wait a second. Oh, yeah, no, not PEV text. Sorry. It would be. Oh, whoops. Yeah, no. It's. So I'm definitely not supposed to be doing this here. This is supposed to be command text. I'm pretty sure. And command text was actually the one that I was thinking of. Command or PEV command. Excuse me. Which is the worst named thing that I have in this program, but whatever. All right. So yeah, no. So this is supposed to be PEV command, if anything. No, it's not even. This is just an obsolete statement. This is just left over from when things were organized a bit differently. Yeah, but no, PEV command. I guess. What am I doing with this so far? When am I declaring it as global? I'm not even. I'm not. Yikes. So how is it? How does the PEV command? I must be. Yeah, no, I'm referencing it in the data thread. So yeah, so I just need to. Right, so I just need to declare it as global, like somewhere in the data thread. Yeah. I guess I'll put it in that special section, because yeah, it kind of belongs there. All right, so yeah, so all right, so yeah, so PEV command, PEV command. I'll have like a separate like extra sketchy section for these extra sketchy things. Fact author, I guess. I said I wasn't going to put any work into supporting this system, but whatever. This is barely work. Schedule. Oh, cripes. Schedule. Oh man. Graphics messages. That's like legit. That's not a bad thing. Excuse me. Huh. Yeah, man. Yeah, I just need to be using something different. That's the unfortunate truth. Alright, so GM name, SayQ. Yeah, SayQ is legit. Oh, wait, where am I declaring SayQ? SayQ equals. Okay, yeah, I'm declaring it on the main thread. Okay, just checking. Yeah, so SayQ. Right. Yeah, and so yeah. So the only things that actually go on this list are the things that do not get used by the graphics thread, which none of these things get used by the graphics thread. All right, so but yeah, right. Graphics messages that does get used by the graphics threads, those are fine. GM name SayQ. roll text, sketchy. Roll dialogue, sketchy. But sketchy in the way that the project has always been slightly sketchy and will continue to be slightly sketchy for a little while longer. Env destination. Whoa. This is different now. Oh yeah, this is... Excuse me, this is different now. And this one I can actually make less sketchy. Because for this one I can just say global graphics message, graphics messages, oh, messages plural? Oh, whatever. Okay. Yeah, because I can just say... graphics messages, graphics messages, this is the wander command. What is, I'm pretty sure I set up a wander command. I just don't remember what I called it. I don't think I called it wander. So what would it be called? It would be called end destination. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. All right. So, where was I typing that? It was like in the wander. Yeah. So, right. So it's graphics messages dot put, and the first one is just oops. The first front is just end destination, and then and the second term is comm lines 1, and this is a list. Oops. And yeah, and I don't need this extra line. Yeah, so it's okay. Sorry, so now let's continue looking for these globals that we're referencing here. Sorry, just 1 second. I'm not actually going anywhere. Excuse me. Alright, so let's yeah, so growth EXP value, I guess. Ugh. Sketchy. All of this is so sketchy. Growth text, yeah. I mean, yeah. I've literally never had this actually cause a problem. I don't use the secret panel that much though, so can't really take too much pride in the fact that it's never caused a problem. Facts? Are you serious? What the heck is this? Fact system is so dumb. Give text. Alright, so curEv, yikes. It touches on some really sketchy stuff, but I should... Alright, I really have to put that, I really have to switch to another system, like pronto, to make this all less sketchy. I mean, the other thing I could do is just, make most of it less sketchy, but, like, no, I feel like I am gonna be switching to another system anyways, so there's no point in like changing it if I'm just gonna be changing it back. Because actually, if anything, if I switch to a better system that's like less, or that has like better, oh hey, Bubslas, how's it going? Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Yeah, no, if I'm gonna be switching to another system anyways, like I'll probably want to go in the opposite direction. I want to be, I want to make it like more interactive and like an even nicer set of you know, stuff and whatever. more interactive, better tools, that sort of thing. Oh my gosh, so many things. Event on. Ugh. Maybe I should... Oh gosh. now is like such a bad time to be adding like a new set of like these like tools and stuff. But just like looking at this list of things that I have to mutilate just in order to, I'm I'm tempted to try that other thing like now. What is that other thing? Like I vaguely reference like this quote unquote other thing. I think it's Kivi. Like I mean I think Kivi is the other thing that I would be using, but I don't even know. Like about what is Kivi? Someone just told me it was cool. That was like what made me think I would use it. But no, not about you. About Kivi. Uh, Community project led by professional software developers. Alright. Okay. Um, uh, Kiwi is good. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. Um, Download, I guess. Uh, Gallery. Oh, it's not just for huh. Maybe I should replace Pygame with it too. Like if you can. I thought it was just I have no clue. Yeah, like I was saying, I really don't know what it's about. I didn't realize it did like yeah. All right. Um. All right. Let's try this. I assume it's like free. I'll be honest. That's what I was. That's the information that I was looking for. Kiwi license. I guess. I mean, it's not that like. Yeah, I don't know. What is um, open source software library for rapid development, blah blah. License. Oh, license. Hey. How about that? Kiwi, blah blah blah. MIT license. Doodly doo. License allows you to use Kiwi in your own projects, regardless of whether they are open source, closed source, commercial, or free. Oh, good. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Even if the license doesn't work. Oh yeah, that was the thing. Is the reproduction of Oh, okay. Only when you make the changes. Huh. Is there gonna be fine print here that I don't care for? Oh, this is the entire thing. Okay. So if there's fine print, then it'd be right here, I guess. Permission to save right granted free of charge to any person. Obtaining a copy of the software and associated documentation files, software to deal. Software without. Excuse me. Sorry. Including without limitation the rights to use, copy, modify, merge, publish, distribute, sublicense, and or sell copies of the software and permit persons to whom the software is furnished to so subject to the following conditions. The above copyright notice and this permission notice shall be included in all copies or substantial portions of the software. Use, copy, modify. The above copyright notice and this permission notice shall be included in all copies or substantial portions of the software. I don't like stuff like I don't like trying to figure out like what that means. Why do I look so do I look so businesslike? Oh, I got a haircut. I'm not as scruffy today. Uh, Yeah, I guess this is fine. It's just like there's not much fine print. There's just this one line of fine print. The above copyright notice and this permission shall be included in all copies or substantial portions of the software. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess, like, I'm just not going to be thinking about that right now. I feel like maybe I'll just do other things for now. And I'll come back to that at some point if I ever feel like it. I mean, like, I don't know. That's probably fine. Probably. And apart from that, who knows? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like dumb, or I don't even know. But whatever. I'm gonna I'm working on stuff that like really just like is frustratingly boring for so long that I just want to work on something more interesting than that. So, I have the like a lot of the stuff of this version of the script is not going to be working correctly, but the graphics do seem to render correctly. So I'm gonna go with that for now. Just gonna do graphic stuff because that was like what motivated all of these changes anyways, and it's the thing that I've been like wanting to do. So I think I'm gonna do that. So what was this, level A? Oh yeah, right. That was that print that I put in, which I don't need anymore. So I can get rid of that. Level A. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. So, well, yeah. So that's the stupid thing. If dog, then it's just like, what does it mean to redistribute side quests? Like, or to distribute side quests? Like that sentence. Like it's like so simple, and I don't. I don't feel like thinking about that right now. All right. So, right. So we're doing graphic stuff instead. Yeah. Right. So yeah. So this, I guess, like this is gonna be like kind of an experiment. Well, that's like I'd like to pretend that if dog then, but like it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what like lawyers think. So I like right now lawyers can like go stuff themselves, and I'm going to work on graphic stuff. I'm going to work on animation stuff instead, because that stuff is stupid and boring and unfun, and like I said, all of that can go stuff itself. So no, graphics. I know how to do graphics, and yeah, the thing. So right, I was gonna say like the thing that I kind of want to work on is like I guess it's like experimental because all right, hold on, sorry, just real quick. Don't mind me. Yeah, like what is it? Yeah, I don't know if okay. So I want to try things with the graphics. I just don't know if I'm gonna keep them necessarily. Like, I know I'm gonna do at least something. Like, I'm gonna change like the graphics. I don't want them to like look like that necessarily. Like, there's some things that I want to change about that. I don't I haven't pinned down exactly what those are. So like, I I have an idea of like what I want to try. I just I guess whether how it turns out, it'll be one of those things where like once we see it, I think it'll be easier to tell like what what's working, what's not working, what looks better, what looks worse, that sort of thing. So yeah, like we talked about earlier, hypothetically, like the way things are set up now, like the game could run more smoothly. So yeah, I guess like So okay, so now I guess in order to set that up, I'll want to keep track of like right now, the entire like visuals like run on like integers because like the only thing that is non-integer about the way the graphics render is the amount of time between like clicks. Like when I talk about the graphic, I tend to talk about it in terms of like clicks because like it literally does. It literally like there are what are there? There are 960. No, there actually at this point there are 19. There are 1920 clicks in one full rotation of the graphics. Um, but yeah, that like at that level, like it doesn't actually get smoother than what we have here. In order to get smoother than what we have along the bottom of the screen here, we actually have to. I mean, we don't have to. We could literally leave it like that, but because I kind of want to try it a little bit smoother than that. I Yeah, I guess now there's like a concept of like the there's yeah so like there's not just there's like there being there so now I guess there will be an explicit like correlation between like the time and the point of like the cycle like so it's not just gonna be like 1920 clicks to get from like one end of the cycle to the other. It'll be instead like like a fixed like period of time, and so then wherever we are in that period of time is what the state of the graphics will be. So yeah, let's so let's put in I don't know like uh where'd this go? I guess it could go with like the rest of this environment stuff. I'll just add in like environment time equals I guess it'll start out as like time.time. It'll initialize to that. And then uh, and then what? And then yeah, so right, yeah, so right now we have environment frame is like the clicks. There's this idea of like environment frame. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the well, so one of the nice things about having the clicks is that like these occurrences that are like very okay, wait. We will still kind of have environment frame. We'll still kind of oh, oh weird. We'll still have environment frame. But oh weird. Okay. It used to be that since there were like these exact fixed these exact fixed like we always hit environment frame 0 because we would always like go around the cycle and we would hit literally every click on the cycle. But now now I don't know, hypothetically like we could miss a click if like if the game got delayed somehow, like if like I don't know, like I don't necessarily think this would be like I hopefully this would not be like something that would occur, but like hypothetically if like I don't know if like something if for some reason like one of the frames took like more than like a split second to render, then like we might accidentally like miss click 0, and that'd be really awkward if we did that because I mean I guess these are approximations. The yeah, how do I want to set this up though? Uh, oh, I know what we'll do. Uh, we'll keep track of environment frame, we won't be using it for the same thing that we were doing before, but we will continue to keep track of it. And the case that we'll care about now is the case wherein environment frame. Oh, do I need environment frame north of 1920? Because as is now, yeah, as it has been, we've been actually using like environment frame, not just 1920, but like we have actually been using double that because we like a transition happens over like two separate of these like slides. It actually happens over three separate slides, and but like any two of them, like some percentage or some portion of any two of those can be on screen at any given time. So like we just, I don't know, it's slightly more convenient to think of it as like, hey, Cheeseman Panda, how's it going? Welcome. Any like, yeah, it was, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could keep environment frame. Nah, huh. Yeah. Oh no, I know what I can do. Yeah, no, I know what I can do. Okay, so environment frame equals 0. No, it's actually not that. It's if uh all right, so environment frame. Yeah, no. You know what we'll keep track of instead of environment frame? Keeping track of environment frame is um we'll keep track of last frame, kind of, I guess. So environment frame environment frame equals 0. I'll say like last environment frame equals 0. So then I mean, I guess technically last environment frame would be 19. No, not even. If hypothetically like the first frame that we render is frame 0, then like last environment frame. No, this is fine, I guess, as it is. All right, so yeah, all right. So what is it that we're gonna do with environment frame? We're going to say, well, so for one thing, we have to figure out what environment frame is. So I guess we'll say like if environment time. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So now we're gonna be like, now we can specify up front what is like the actual like cycle, like the time cycle for like one uh full rotation of the environment. I think like it'll probably be like, I think it feels right at around like maybe 15 minutes, I guess I'll say for now. All right, so environment time. So like 7.5 minutes, I guess. So environment duration, that's not a thing. Duration equals so what is calc 60 times 7.5 equals 450. So 450 .0, I guess. Sometimes when you open my stream, because of the quality of it, believe for 1 second you got thanks Susan Panda. So oh yeah. Yeah, we broke 1K followers I think a couple weeks ago, so that was exciting. uh Thank you. All right, so environment time, environment duration. All right, so yeah, so I guess we want to say if environment time, what was it? If environment time, I guess, is greater than environment duration times 2, then we'll say environment time minus equals environment duration times 2. Then we'll say environment environment frame equals environment time divided by g width. No. Wait, is that correct? Yeah. Yeah. Environment time divided by g width? Wait, hold on. No. No, it'll be environment time divided by environment duration times g width. Yes? Yes. Yeah. Environment time divided by environment duration times g width. Rounded to an integer. So round int. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then so yeah, so what this check will be actually though is if environment frame oh what yeah wait, if environment frame is less than, if environment frame modulo g width, wait, yeah, if environment frame modulo g width is less than last environment frame modulo g width, no, that's not, no, yeah, no, that's accurate, that's satisfactory, because it'll only evaluate in the case that we cross one of those thresholds. Yeah. All right, so all right, slightly weird, but whatever. So if environment frame modulo g width is less than last environment frame modulo g width. Okay. Because yeah, the so the length of these like this like in the environment frame like span goes twice the length of g width, and the things that we want to look for are when it hits 0 or when it hit g width, and so basically it'll be the thresholds where it crosses over that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when that happens, the rest of that stuff all works out, I guess, the same. And then so yeah, so we're oh yeah, so elif. Oh yeah, so the elif here is elif the elif here is if environment frame is less than last environment frame. So this is looking for just the if environment frame is less than last environment frame. Excuse me. Because this is when we're not just going through any transition, but when we're going through like the big transition of like the total loop overall. Wait, why is that? Environment name equals environment next name. Wait, if environment... Oh, right. Yeah. Because that's... Right, because that's when the transition is 100% complete. Wait, really? When we start the transition... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, right, because like I was saying before, the transition happens over 3 slides, and when it starts, we declare it as the start of that like 2-slide duration. And so at the end of the 2-slide duration is the point that we know that the second slide has made it exactly all the way off screen, and that means the second slide, being the transition slide, is now 100% off screen, and that's when we can call the conclusion of the transition. All right, so oh, you know what I still haven't fixed with this thread is why it thinks that away mode is like always on. I should probably make a note. I mean, I'm not gonna forget about that, but uh, I will want to fix it at some point. Why does new or why does event or why does away mode always on? I don't know. All right, so let's okay, so yeah, so that okay, so those so yes, those conditionals are now up to date, and wait, what is this environment frame equals 0? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. No, what we do here. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Setting environment frame 0 doesn't mean what it used to mean. Because environment time actually has a greater is like a greater factor on like the control over like what's happening here. So right, when we say environment frame equals 0, we also have to say environment yeah, so we'll say environment time equals environment time modulo. Can you do modulo on floats, I assume? New Python file test modulo spelled correctly, modulo floats, so like print print like I don't know, like 45.3 modulo like 15.3. I don't know what this is gonna return, but let's find out. 14.7, that sounds correct. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I always use modulo on integers, so I just want to check. Okay. So yeah, so environment time equals environment time modulo environment duration. Because yeah, this is when we're initiating. So this conditional we set up down here is when we're concluding a transition. This setup here is when we're initiating the transition. When we're initiating the transition, we'll want to like basically reset the clock to make sure that we're at like the start of these of this like loop. So yeah, let's yeah, okay, so and yeah, other places that we reference environment frame are probably also going to be a little bit weird or like squonky or like I don't know, just generally like a little bit. Actually, I guess like that might be the last time that I could even need to reference environment frame. The rest of the places that we reference environment frame, like we might be able to just replace it with phase. Phase. Oh yeah, phases. I guess we can use phases for this again. I guess. Yeah. I might want to use environment time instead of environment frame for phases, but hypothetically phases it probably wouldn't make a noticeable difference either way, and hypothetically phases could or frames could be fine for it. So environment slide position. This is where we start changing. This is where we really start changing stuff, because environment frame is like kind of accurate for the background, but like for all the other ones, it's going to be very different. It's going to be pretty different. Let me think. Yeah, it's going to be like environment frame. So basically, I kind of want to do like the way I calculate environment frame in the first place. The rounded integer, yeah. So wait, why is this? Oh yeah, environment speed. Yeah, environment speed. Yeah, so I guess like, yeah, we just want to go. Sorry, I'll leave, since we're calculating environment frame anyways. I'll leave environment. Oh no, because environment speed. Wait, environment speed? Environment speed? No, environment speed isn't like a real thing anymore. I'm just gonna get rid of environment speed. Because like environment duration is like environment speed. Like I can define environment speed or I can define environment duration. But like one of those implies the other. Because like the third factor in that equation is environment length, and like only if you know two of those numbers, you know the third number. So since the length is fixed, I can only really be setting one of those separately. So yeah, all right, so yeah, I can use environment frame, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, environment duration goes into calculating environment frame. So yeah, that should be fine. I can use environment frame for the for this first for the background position. For all the other ones though, it's going to be different. It's going to be environment time times 2. Yeah, so basically like the same, like I said before, the same way we calculate these other things, or the same way we calculate the environment frame, except we're going to multiply in the wait, where is it? Yeah, it was this one. Except we're going to multiply in the different speed values, which are like 2, 3, 4, etc. Oh yeah. Huh. Oh yeah. So I'm not setting environment time, am I? I'm just like environment time. Oh no, environment time. No, I'm like resetting it, but I'm never like setting it. So wait, how am I? Yeah, wait, what am I actually what am I actually doing with environment time? I guess I guess is there like a delta time function um in Python? Because I guess I either want to be using like delta time or something similar. Delta, nope. Doesn't like that. So I mean I can just keep track of that manually, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm guessing there's not. Right, yeah, right, I forgot about that part. Uh okay, environment time, right. Okay, environment time will be time.time. And then the way we calculate environment time will be okay, yeah, so okay, we'll have environment frame time, I guess, or something like that. Environment frame time equals environment time time dot time g frame time g frame time minus environment time. Yes. But then if if environment frame time is greater than environment duration times 2, environment time minus equals environment duration times 2, and environment frame time plus equals environment duration times 2, and environment time plus equals environment duration times 2. Right. Okay. So now that actually makes sense. And so yeah, so we don't want to use environment time, we want to use environment frame time for what we're doing down here. And then wait, is there oh yeah, so right, this is also supposed to be environment frame time. do I have any other references to this? Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. So environment time. Right, so it's not going to be. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah. So how do we do this one? Uh, environment time equals environment. Uh, environment time equals. Uh, environment. So this second reference to environment time is actually supposed to be a reference to environment frame time, and then but what is so it's like time dot time? No, not time dot time. What is it that I'm trying to do here? It was so simple when I was just thinking of this as like the cyclical thing, but when I'm thinking of it like as an actual stamp in time, then I have to do what? So environment frame time. Oh, okay. So it's environment time plus equals environment frame time minus environment frame time modulo environment duration. So if this would click over a chunk, then we add in the difference in environment duration. The difference? Yeah. No. No, we add the whole environment duration. So actually, no, this is not it either. I guess we just say if environment frame time, whatever, is greater than environment duration. It'd have to be, right? Yeah, it'd have to be greater than this. Then we can say actually, I'll get rid of this too, or I'll change this. So if this is the case, then we'll say environment environment time plus equal, no, not environment frame time, you jerk. Environment time plus equals environment duration and environment frame minus equals g width. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. So most of the time this will be like functionally equivalent to saying environment frame equals 0, but just in case. Okay. So environment. So the other references to environment time. Yeah. So down here, yeah, it's actually going to be environment frame time. Environment frame time times 2. Oh yeah, and what was the rest of it? It was like environment frame time times environment frame time divided by event duration times g width times 2 or whatever. Okay. Wait, where was it? It was here. So environment 0 minus environment. So the integer rounded environment frame time divided by environment duration g width blah blah. And then oh yeah, times 2. Huh. Yeah, and this is just like the reason we're calculating this. Oh yeah, no, you know what I'll do? Oh yeah, no, you know what I'll do is this will be like so right, so just so I don't have to like recalculate this like a million times over, we'll say oh. Yeah, no, this is fine. All right, so I won't change environment frame, but then it's like once we're done with that chunk, like when we're basically when we're ready to calculate like these slide positions, we'll say like environment ratio or like environment, I don't know, ratio, yeah, whatever, equals, so it's not going to be rounded, and it's not going to be as an integer, because we just, like, I don't want to recalculate this term like a million times over, but it'll be like this value. So now we can just say, so environment, where was it? It was like, yeah, so environment, so yeah, so right, so it'll be environment ratio times 2. So it'll be the integer rounded environment, right? Because the reason I want to do this math separately each time was just for the sake of having the integer rounding like work better, or like be more precise, not as chunky. Excuse me. Otherwise, we couldn't get a finer granularity than what we have currently down on the bottom of the screen. So we'll use environment ratio. Did we call it? Environment ratio times 2. Yeah. So right. So it'll basically be this for these cases. Environment. Yeah. All right. So then if environment. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. And then so for these, it'll be times 3 and times 3. And times 4 and times 4. All right, so times 3, times 3, times 4, times 4. All right, cool. And then what? And then that's actually pretty good. Oh yeah. The adventure positions. Okay, so for the adventure position, no. The adventure position. Oh, interesting. The adventure position will be similar to like what I kind of did. Wow. Yeah, I never really thought about it before, but like, oh, and adventurers always had their own individual positions. I guess they will still have their own individual positions, but it'll be relative to like something different, and it won't have to update every slide because we can just update like the entire position of like the adventurer's slide, which is interesting and not something that I've really done before. So should I use ESP for it? I mean, I guess. Well, no, ESP kind of means environment side position, but I don't know. That could be fine. Hypothetically. Let's say, excuse me, sorry. Pardon. I think, I was really enthusiastic about, the like warm weather that we had over the weekend, which on Saturday was not actually warm. It was actually really cold, but it was like a lot warmer than it has been lately. And I think I always get like the sniffles this time of year just because I think I overdo it a little bit as soon as the weather gets like not completely frigid. I'm not actually going anywhere. Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry about the delay. All right. Let's. Yeah. So I guess there's now. I guess there's now a slide for adventurers as well. I Oh yeah, and because the adventure slide, I okay, so I do still need the concept of like the like delta time or like whatever you want to call it, because the way the special slides, like the river, for example, like the river and the village and the pirate ship have these special sides that like move at like different rates, like and rather than like keeping, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could like do the same sort of formulation for those sides as well, but I don't want to, so I'm just gonna I think for those it's fine to use like the concept of delta time. And I guess I could do that for the adventures as well. But because the adventures move at a fixed speed, then like I could also, like, I don't have to use delta time for that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably do that anyways for now. It'll work fine enough either way. Right, so kind of like how I'm keeping track of last environment frame, I'm also going to keep track of last environment time, I guess. So where did I put those? Oh yeah, so environment time, environment duration. So like last last environment time equals I guess for starters I can just say like time dot, or I'll just say inv time minus, I don't know, like 0.1 or something, just some arbitrary number to initialize it. And then yeah, so all right, at the end of the I mean, the punchline is that at the end of the graphics rendering, we're gonna say, like where we used to say in the position, or in the place where we used to say like, not animi. Oh no, was it animi? Yeah, no, I guess it would be. Yeah, so in this position we'll say oh well, that's gonna change. The animi thing is gonna change. But we'll say last env time equals env time. Yeah. Okay. And then right. So so when we're calculating the position of some of these other slides, like the slides that aren't like the background slides, the ones that aren't like the usual yeah, so it's not just like speed anymore. It's how am I gonna keep track of like speed? I guess I can speed is fine. Like I can just it can just be like yes, so I don't have to like actually I don't have to change like what those values are. It'll just be like speed. So how does delta time? So how does so yeah, actually, so before I get to before I do that, I'll say like or yeah, so no, it'd be like what would it be? It'd be like what would it be? It'd be like just so like so yeah, so like delta time equals env frame, or env time. Oh no, not even env time, env frame time. Oh yeah. Wait, no. Env. Wait a second. No. Alright, I changed my mind. um. Okay, wait, hold on. I want to do. Oh man, these variables are so weird. Env time. Uh, Env time as I'm using it, it would be better named as like env start time. So maybe I will change it to env start time. Env time. Let's replace this with env start time because so yeah, so replace it here. Not those ones. I'll come back for those ones. So yeah, so replace that one, replace that one, replace that one. Yeah, because like so env start time is that. So what is this value that I actually want? Like last I'll just call it like last graphics frame time or something, or like last graphics time or something, because it's different. It equals, so this is, oh yeah, so this one actually is supposed to be end start time, minus 1.0.1. Actually no, I guess point like 033, whatever. Dream big. Yeah, because like so okay, so then down here when I'm setting it, what I actually want to set it to is last right, yeah, that's what I realized is that I actually don't want to set it to like env time, because env time doesn't actually change. It's actually, so wait, what did I call it instead? Like last graphics time. Last graphics time equals g frame time. Oops, not f frame time. G frame time. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And then what? And then we can say right. So when we're calculating like delta whatever, we have two like actual like fixed points in time that so like we can say what was it, last graphics time minus g frame time. Yes. Okay. Other way around though. G frame time minus last graphics time. G frame time minus last graphics. And then yeah, so how do we use this as like a scalar against the speeds that we have set other places? I guess like the so what is the, so it'd be in terms of like the graphics clicks or whatever. So it'd be like so yeah, it'd be yeah, it would be this difference divided by env duration times graphics or times g width, right? Because then if it had been exactly like one click, then oh no, I don't think this is right. Is it? Maybe it is. Yeah. No, that could be right. Yeah, because if it, yeah, I think that's good. Um. Oh. 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 I need to keep track of. I need to keep track because these are like fractional values, so like I need to keep track of the positions as floats. Yeah, because like with the background we like calculate them directly to be ints, but for these like we're adding in fractional values. And so in order to like get these deltas to line up, I guess, the yeah yeah. So all right. So I guess I'll add in like ESPF or something like that for environment slide position float. Uh, um, I'm I was gonna say I could just nah, I'll just like add an ESPF, I guess. um, ESP equals okay, so ESP ESPF equals dictionary, and then so I only need to do this for what? I guess like we don't need it for the big background, midground, near ground, or foreground. We only need this for the mid near grounds. Oh, mid near ground and mid near ground next. Yeah, and the adventure layer. Um, so yeah, this is fine. All right, so ESPF index mid near ground equals 0.0 and the float equivalent of G width. Whoops, G width spelled correctly. My fingers come up with really creative spellings of a lot of words sometimes. ESPF mid near ground next equals again 0.0 and blah blah blah, and then yeah, so ESPF index adv. I don't think that's a real thing yet. Yeah, it's not. Equals the same thing. Right. So let's where do we declare this? Yeah, I'm gonna just add in another like layer for adventures. Add which for starters, it's just like a symbol which represents the exact same string. Yeah. So then right. So I'll also add in the adv layer here. Okay. So yeah, now we can keep track of the positions of the wait, what was this about? For I in range. Yes. Oh yeah. That's oh yeah. And actually, so when we do this too, we should also do ESPF index mid near ground index I equals ESPF index mid near ground. This is when we finish transitioning the layers. So we want to when the next environment becomes the current environment, then we want to switch over the positions. So like when we're transitioning into the village, we see villagers walking about, but then once we like in that exact moment when we complete the transition and we're now in the village, quote unquote, then we'll want to switch over those the positions of the villagers so that they stay consistently animated across the screen. Yeah. Okay. So ESPF yeah. So index I. Okay. And so then down here, when we are calculating these things, so delta time. Okay, so we'll say so instead of doing this ESP blah blah. We'll say ESPF mid near ground I minus equals speed. It'll be delta time speed, and it's actually not even delta time. It's like delta frame actually. I probably shouldn't have been calling these things frames, considering they used to align to like frame rate, but now they don't kind of anymore, which is awkward, but whatever. Uh, how many frames since the last frame? The answer could surprise you. All right, sorry. So ESPF mid near ground I minus equals delta frame. Yeah. Okay. So all of this stuff we're just going to convert it to ESPF for starters, and then yeah. So that's all good so far. And then the last thing that we do is we round it for ESP. So an ESP index mid near ground equals ESPF, or equals the integer rounded of ESPF index mid near ground. Yes. Oh, index I. Yeah, index I. Okay. Yeah. And then oh wait, hold on. What was the other thing? The thing where it can like go in the other direction? Yeah. Yeah, this one. Wait. For li in esp.keys, for fi in range, length, espi. Oh, that's silly. Wait, why do I do it like that? For li in esp.keys? No. Oh, wait, yeah. No, that's correct. No, yeah, no, that's totally correct. Okay, no, I'm not a crazy person. Okay. So, oh, yeah, okay. So, right, so, yeah, so like we did just there, we're gonna, again, convert these ESPFs to ESPs to ESPFs, and then we're gonna say delta frame, frame times environment blah blah, and then yeah. So like before, with the last step, it will be to set the ESP based on the, except this time it's mid near ground next. ESP based on ESPF rounded. Yeah. Oh, whoops. And then actually this is supposed to be index I, right? It's gonna be yeah, mid near ground index I. Right, because there are two values for each of these layers. Which is actually a little sketchy. But whatever. I guess that's fine. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Okay. Do I? No, I don't. Do I? I don't. Is that sketchy? Is that weird? Is that, I mean, I know it's weird, but like, how bad is it, I guess? Hopefully not bad. Hopefully. I'm just thinking, like, now that we're working on float values, is there gonna be like weird rounding errors? I hope not. I hope not. But I guess we'll find out. um, I mean, the alternative might be better, which is like kind of like what we do up here, just to like kind of like force them into lockstep. Because one of the things that like, despite the fact that like I felt like everything should be like working as normal with like a previous system, one thing that I saw that was like really weird and like I still don't understand exactly how it happened is that like somehow like the frames were despite the fact that like all of the frames were supposed to move the same distance relative to each other, each frame, um, each of the layers was supposed to move the same distance relative to each other. This for each frame. They eventually like shifted and started like wandering, and like they weren't where they were supposed to be relative to each other, and I still don't know what actually caused that. So like the current system is like in part meant to prevent that from happening. So I guess I won't worry about it like right now because I don't know that it's actually going to happen, but like I'll have to keep an eye out. Like if it ever gets to be the point that like there's like a gap in the water, like if there's ever like a split in the water and there's like I don't know. I guess I'll just want to stay cognizant of that sort of thing, just in case. You never know. All right, so let's let's hmm, we can do what? We can yeah, all right. So yeah, that's like mostly okay. I guess the last thing that I'd want to do is the adventure layer, right? Um, oh yeah, how's this gonna work? I guess how is this gonna work? I mean, huh. So right now, like all of the adventurers just keep track of their own position and they all wander across the screen at the same rate. But like I think like instead I'll make it so that there's like an invisible slide and all the adventurers keep track of their position on that invisible slide and then the invisible slide shifts across the screen. Um I think I kind of have to do it that way. Oh yeah, and that's like why I put in like the ESPF stuff. Yeah, okay. So I'll just do that, I guess. It's like kind of like this other stuff. We'll just say uh so for ion range 2 then ESPF adv for adventures adv oh yes no it's not environment layers dot speed it's adv speed or something like that adv speed yeah and then is it minus equals I guess so ESPF index adv GWidth ESPF adv yeah so um yeah and then oh yeah and then so lastly ESP adv adv okay and then so the so if we save this then excuse me sorry okay so yeah all right so I just like I'm trying to I think this should just work. This should just be fine. I I guess no, this is gonna be weird. No, I shouldn't do the same ESPF business as for how do I do this? Because like yeah, no, the adventures are very different. Like they're not. Yeah. All right. So actually, all right. So let's this is it's like adv equals. I don't need this because I'm not gonna use ESPF for the adventures because I don't. It's like it's different. It's like ESP adv. It's like so no. I'll just say so like I don't know like adv pause equals 0 and like uh, adv pause f or yeah adv uh, pause f equals 0.0. Um, no, wait a second. Wait. No, I can do it this way actually. I can do it the other way with ESP. Yeah, no, because I was just trying to think of like no, this. Wait. No, can I? No, I can't. I can't. Can I? No. It almost works. It almost works. It doesn't quite. The thing I was thinking is like the right because like the way the environment works is that it's like kind of like the same slide repeated twice, and so as they slide off the screen, they like just come back on from the other side of the screen, and they just like keep on going like that. The reason I can't do the exact same thing is that adventures can like be standing like directly on the seam hypothetically, and then like they would partly like disappear if I tried to like swap out the if I tried to like just swap them out like swap out the layers all subtly like little bits of the adventures would like disappear. So I do have to use a different system. I guess I yeah no I get it's just like at like at some junctures I'll want to I mean well no I mean I guess no you know this is really fine I can just like I can just say like adventure position F or whatever and and it could just like tick upwards like forever like I never really have to loop it exactly um yeah uh yeah I don't know this might work I'll just let's see if this works all right so we have adventure position F and we have adventure position so right so we don't need like the right we don't need two versions of this value so it's not going to be like for in range 2 it's just going to be adv pause pause f equals delta frame times average speed, and then here I'll unindent all this stuff. Actually, I guess I don't have to be doing this in the middle of the environment stuff because I don't know. Excuse me. Adventure. So yeah. So adventure pause f. Oh no, and I never, like I said, I never have to reset it. And then adventure pause. Adventure pause equals the rounded integer version of adventure pause f. Pause f. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, I don't have to do this right here. I can do this. Where is it that we actually tend to do this stuff? Oh no, you know what? No, there's no harm in doing it there. All right, so. Uh, Sorry. So I guess I want to look for like references to like dot pause, right? Go away. Dot pause, right? Yeah, because like I don't have to do this anymore. Um, oh, but you know what I will do is I'll say I'll say uh like add or like cur add pause equals what? Oh yeah, and how do I how do I okay, yeah, yeah. So the thing, right, because there's there are a few things to track. Like, not only does the position determine like where the player walks across the screen, but I also use the position to determine whether the player has made it all the way to the edge of the screen. Because like we have to, once the player makes it all the way to the edge of the screen, then they kind of like disappear. They don't like keep going forever in that direction, or do they? No. Okay, so current adventure position equals adventure position minus or plus. Wait, what is this number? Excuse me, sorry. what, what is this number? We save it so that like this number is going to be constantly going upwards, right? Because they walk in the positive direction. So this number is constantly going upwards. Oh, right. Oh, good. Yeah. So actually, that just reminded me is uh, I should be doing minus equals. I should be doing plus equals, right? Because the environment speed is in the opposite direction. So, all right. So plus equals. Okay, and then yeah. So the adventure position is always going upwards, and so the position. Yeah. So it's going to be the adventure position minus player dictionary, G player dictionary, parade speed, parade index I, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, right. So instead of using like this term, we will want to, I can replace this now with, I can replace this with cur adv pause. So actually control, oops, it's control H, I think this is right, hopefully. Let's find out. So yeah, this one I can just, this term I can just get rid of completely. And then, adv offset? What is adv offset? Oh, yeah, no, that's normal. That's normal. So replace that, replace. Hopefully that works. I hope that was not a mistake. We'll find out. It's easy enough to undo if need be. Yeah, right. And so then the other thing that is the other thing that we have to change is the place where we set the position. Oh wait, no. There are also just more places to. Right. This is where we check if the player is leaving the simulation. So what we actually want to check here is if not just if the position is greater than the G width, blah blah. If adv position minus nope if adv position minus G player blah 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 dot position is greater than G width plus 10. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. And then we still have to set this value correctly. We still have to set the player's position value correctly. What the heck is happening here? Hey, that's the new follower sound. Moldfire, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. The thing that we got going on here is, for like energy and stuff. Okay, yeah. So again, like, wait, what is this? Oh, position name tag is something different. So wait, so all we actually have to replace here is this the, no, there are, yeah, there are more references to position. Should we, no, I was gonna say, should we keep track of that number like per player? Uh, uh, I don't know. We could. Yeah, maybe I should. Uh, well, so yeah, no. So okay. So instead of treating all the adventures as like a single. Nah, it's about the same either way. I feel like because instead of treating all the adventures as like, do I have experience in Java? I worked in Java a little bit, but it was a long time ago, so I don't have any fresh experience in Java. But I did make a project in Java once. Um, so yeah, my options would be either for each adventure I could keep track of the float the float value of the position. Um, yeah, I could make it so that instead for each, so I could make it so that for each adventure, yeah, keep track of the float value of their position. I guess either way, the difference is like is I don't know which is slightly more performant, like addition or the rounding operation. Uh, Either way, it's not going to make a huge difference. So I'm just gonna, for now, I'm just gonna say so position. Oh, wait a second though. Yeah, no, this is fine. Okay, yeah. So adventure position minus. Oops. Oh, I don't like how it does that. If I try and use autocomplete when I haven't put a space the next term, it like eats the next term. So adventure position minus that stuff, and then plus other stuff. Uh, so again, I don't need to do this for position name tag, but for the position stuff, it'll be prepended with this. Do do do. So, oh, go away. Position, yeah. So for position name tag doesn't need it, but regular position terms do. Do do do. Doop doop doop. The rest of those are position name tags. Position name tag, position name tag. Oh, did I miss one? This one here. Do do do. All right, and then. Oh, what is this about? Oh, yeah, I forgot about all that fun stuff. All right, well, more fun stuff. So much fun stuff. So fun. All this stuff. So fun. Um, yeah, all right. All right, so yeah. Let's actually, you know what? Instead of like instead of adding in this like additional term like all these stupid places, I'm going to instead not do that. I'm gonna do something different instead. Oh, whoops, wait, hold on. Was that? No, that one I'm supposed to keep. Sort of. Yeah, because I'm going to go to, all right, so let's go to the definition of like add graphics or whatever. Add graphics, there we go. Right, so we're going to have position name tag, and like cur pos, I guess, or something like that, equals 0. Because I'm just going to calculate cur pos once, and then I'm going to use it for all the rest of that stuff. Because I'm calculating it once anyways, so I might as well. Alright, so let's go back to, what was it, like cur adv pos, what was I calling it? Yeah. So instead of that, it's just going to be like, just going to be, cur pos or whatever. So get rid of this again, by replacing it with this in these places, and yeah. Also, yeah, and since we're calculating it here for like literally every player in the parade, then we can use it other places where we would be referencing pos. So let's look for those other places that we were referencing .pos. And so again, not like for .pos name tag or whatever, but yeah. Actually, yeah. So let's do Control H with .pos and .curb pos. Yeah. So let's so yes, so we can replace this one, not that one. This one, not that one. Not that one. This one, not that one. This one, not that one. This one, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. Yeah, because for all these like other terms, I didn't. It seemed unnecessary to like be putting it like so many freaking places. So, oh, what's this one? Oh, yeah. Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, replace that one. Wait, was that before I calculated? Oh, wait, what's all this one? Oh, this, yeah, and this is the place where we set it in the first place. Okay, good. So, yeah, wait, what was that one that I just replaced? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cur pos. Yeah, I guess cur pos is fine in this case. I technically haven't recalculated it since the previous frame, but that's fine, I feel like. Yeah, that's fine. Right, because I haven't recalculated like any of the positions here, so I think that's probably fine. I don't know. If it's not fine, we'll find out later. So yeah, so now position doesn't just equal that anymore. Position now equals frame, or no, what is it? Add pos minus 155. Or is it add pos f minus 155? Yeah, add pos f minus 155, I think. Or is it? No, it's just add pos, not add pos f. Excuse me, sorry. And then that's like good now? What would happen if I ran the script right now? Wait, that can't be good. Is it? Is that literally all I had to do for that stuff that I was working on? I mean, apart from fix all the crashes that it introduced. Invalid syntax. Invalid how? I'm missing... No, I have too many parentheses. Okay. Or no, I don't. Oh, I have too few parentheses later on. I don't have too many there. I have too few over here. Oh, and that's true in a bunch of these cases. I apparently missed one when I was copy pasting. Yep. So. Hey, look how Crashing it is. But did you see how smooth it was animating before it crashed? It was animating really smoothly. um, Whoa, how did this break? List index out of range. 30-day top index 0. Wait. How did... Wait. Oh. Wait. Excuse me. Um. Okay. Okay. So this crashed because Next Adventure was not in 30-day top. In fact, 30-day top hadn't even loaded yet. But the player's 30-day karma was higher than the minimum. We can actually not check. So yeah, right. So we can't assume the indexing of 0 here. We have to say if G 30-day top index 0, or if the length of G 30-day top is greater than 0, and right. So and then the same thing down here. If the length of G all time top is greater than 0, and yeah, okay. Because we got okay, that's fine. I mean, that's just a bug that's been around for a while, and apparently this was the first time it actually cropped up. Oh, I accidentally capitalized all time top. I did not mean to do that. I think there's like a slight laziness to the shift, to like the way the software processes. I mean, it might just be my fingers that are lazy, but it seems like sometimes I know that it's not going to work. Sorry. Sorry. But look how smooth it is. um, Sorry. 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 Okay, I think it was supposed to be plus 155, not minus 1. Not minus 155. Sorry. 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 Alright, so let's go to minus 155. And I guess this was supposed to be plus 155? Really? I mean, I don't know why, but I guess like that seems like the characters are appearing like on screen when they're supposed to be appearing off screen. Alright. And their feet are going crazy. But look how smooth everything's going. Alright, yeah, so the crazy feet, I did anticipate that. I thought about it once. I think actually I was actually at that point of the code once, and I recognized that it needed to change, but then I didn't actually change it because I was planning on like coming back later. Yeah, right. So if oh yeah, so anim time, huh? Anim time isn't a thing yet, is it? Or is it? Why did it stop doing things? There we go. What am I using anim time for? Oh, yeah. Wait, really? Oh, yeah. So I don't do this anymore. Sort of. I can get rid of this, mostly. Which will cause actually all of this stuff to unindent. Oh, wait a second. Actually, ooh. Hold on a second. Let me think about that. I guess I actually kind of want to keep this. Yeah. Do I? Huh. Um. Chew. Uh, yeah, no, I was just thinking about like the smoothness and like the consistency and like how if I literally just like uncap the frame rate, then like any amount of computation that gets introduced to this thread is going to be a little like any amount of computation that gets introduced to this thread is going to be like a disturbance to the frame rate. So, huh. I guess maybe I don't know how I want to handle that exactly. For now, I guess I'll just leave this here. Although, yeah. Actually, do I already have like frame time as a thing? Uh, frame time G for frame time. Oh, yeah, I'm using that for different things. So I'll just say like refresh time or something like that. So refresh time refresh time equals 0 or time dot time and then refresh cooldown equals oh ooh, huh no, I was gonna say I could just no, I don't know what to do. Well, I'll figure it out. Oh, sorry. I had zoned out of chat for a while. I'm sorry. Um, uh, what was going on in chat? Uh, oh, right. I answered the question about Java, and then I just completely. All right. Oh, okay. Well, you didn't ask me anyways, so good. Is there an easy? Is there easy way to do the stuff? The objects that I created in class C, in class A. Oh, the objects that you created of class C in class A to keep in class B, storing it in an array list or any other construction. I have no clue. You were right to not ask me because I have no clue. Um, yeah, I like a lot of them like my hierarchy tends to be like a lot more flat than what you're describing, so yeah, I don't know. Um uh so I don't know. Yeah, but like more information is always helpful too. Like the more details you can give about like the particulars of your situation, the more likely someone will be able to hook you up with an answer, I guess. I don't know. All right, so the refresh cooldown, I guess, will just be like 1.0 divided by 30. And yeah, so all right, so this rotation will be based on refresh time and refresh time and refresh time and refresh cooldown. And then, right, so then this other bit down at the bottom about anim index equals yeah, so this will be in the case that anim time is less than g frame time, then then we will cycle the anim, and we'll also say anim. We'll also say